2018 Infiniti Q70. 2018 Infiniti Q70 review on. No Infiniti Q70 variant truly stands out in the crowd. 3-star overall. This luxury sedan has a comfortable interior and comes in a variety of configurations. It can also be entertaining to drive. But the 2018 Infiniti Q70's shortcomings are pretty obvious. This generation of the Q70 dates back to 2011, back when Infiniti called it the M56. There have been some updates over the years, but this is a very long time in the luxury sedan segment to go without a full redesign. Though spacious, the interior comes up short on storage and aesthetic appeal, and the touchscreen entertainment system feels ancient compared to the standard set by current luxury offerings. We do like the Q70's V8 engine, and the availability of a long-wheelbase version and even a hybrid help broaden the car's appeal. But, ultimately, no Q70 variant truly stands out in the crowd. What's new? Infiniti has modified the names of all Q70 trims and some options. The 8-inch in-touch entertainment display is standard on all trim levels. The Q70 is at its best with the V8, so go for the 5.6 lux trim. This version comes fairly well equipped, so there aren't many options to consider. We like many features that come in the sport package, but the package's 20-inch wheels and stiffer suspension penalize ride quality. If you want blind spot monitoring, the only way to get is by ponying up for all of the Q70's advanced safety tech in the proactive package. Unless you live in a climate with frequent snow, skip all-wheel drive to save some money at the dealer and the gas pump. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Infiniti Q70 is available in two main trim levels, 3.7 lux and 5.6 lux. The numbers indicate what type of engine is under the hood. A long-wheelbase Q70L is available with either engine and similar equipment. There's also a hybrid version appropriately named Q70 Hybrid Lux. Rear-wheel drive is standard, and all-wheel drive is optional on non-hybrid models. A 7-speed automatic is the sole transmission available, while a variety of optional packages provide for a degree of customization. The base Q70 3.7 lux receives motivation from a 3.7-liter V6 330 horsepower, 270 lb-ft of torque. Standard features include a sunroof, dual-zone automatic climate control, and power-adjustable and heated front seats. A no-cost essential package which you can expect to be equipped further adds a heated steering wheel, parking sensors, a heated steering wheel, a top-down parking camera system, leather upholstery, an 8-inch touchscreen display, a navigation system, and a 10-speaker Bose premium audio system. The optional Premium Select package for the 3.7 lux adds dark exterior trim, a rear spoiler, 20-inch wheels, upgraded brakes, a suite-alike headliner, and premium leather upholstery. The Q70 Hybrid Lux uses a 3.5-liter V6 and a hybrid system 360 horsepower, and its features largely mirror the 3.7 Lux. The EPA pegs the hybrid at 30 miles per gallon in combined driving. Q70's bearing the 5.6 Lux badge pack a 5.6-liter V8 420 horsepower, 417 lb-ft of torque. These models include all the items of the 3.7 lux equipped with the no-cost essential package. Long-wheelbase variants are differentiated by the Q70L name. These longer models offer an extra 5.5 inches of rear legroom, a rear 12-volt outlet and heated rear seats. For all Q70s, the proactive package adds advanced safety features including forward collision warning, front and rear collision mitigation with automatic braking, blind spot monitoring and intervention, lane departure warning and intervention, and adaptive cruise control. The Sport package is available on all standard wheelbase Q70s. It adds 20-inch wheels, a different fascia, upgraded brakes, a firmer suspension, a 16-speaker Bose stereo, a power rear sunshade and magnesium paddle shifters. Long wheelbase variants can opt for the Performance Tire and Wheel package, which includes 20-inch wheels and larger, more capable brakes. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our full test of the 2016 Infiniti Q70 5.6W Premium Select Edition Package 5.6 liters V8, 7-speed automatic, RWD. Note, since this test was conducted, the current Q70 has received only minor revisions related to trim level offerings. Our findings remain applicable to this year's Q70. 0. Driving. This is a genuine sports sedan. The V8 is big and burly, and the steering and brakes are effective. Much is outdated about the Q70, but performance remains a strength. Acceleration. The big V8 accelerates effortlessly at full throttle, although low power is soft compared to what rival turbocharged engines produce. In our testing, the 060 mph sprint took 5.2 seconds. Unremarkable for 420 horsepower, but there's plenty of real-world punch. This is a fast car. Braking. Reassuringly firm pedal that's easy to modulate. It feels expertly calibrated and inspires confidence. In our emergency braking test, the Q70 posted better than average distances with its all-season tires. Note that the Premium Select Edition includes upgraded brakes. Steering. It's responsive and accurate in quick transitions, giving you the sense that the Q70 can be placed precisely around turns. Effort is fingertip light in parking lots yet firm and steady on freeway slogs. Very good for the segment. Handling. The Q70 feels narrow and agile on winding roads, turning in eagerly and generally comporting itself like a smaller car. The base car has too much balance in the suspension for real sporty driving, but a sport package is available and would provide improvements. Drivability. The transmission serves up precise rev-matched downshifts in manual mode, yet it operates unobtrusively in the daily slog. While passing or merging, however, downshifts can be slow to engage in drive. Overall, the Q70 is a smooth driver that rarely annoys. Comfort. On the highway, the Q70's ride is calm and isolating, though imperfect surfaces can make the car feel jittery. The seating is spacious and plush. It's a pleasant car to be in, but not much more. Seat comfort. A Q70 strong suit. The seats are soft yet have enough support for all-day drives. The rear seats have excellent under-thigh support. Ride comfort. The Q70 lacks the composed suppleness on rough roads that persons in this segment rightly expect. The structure too readily quivers and shakes. This is partly down to the big 20-inch wheels and tires. Rivals with similar equipment exhibit more refinement. Noise and vibration. It's adequately quiet on most surfaces. Tire noise can intrude at times, but that's par for the course with 20-inch rubber. We noted some gentle shaking from the big V8 at idle. Some might call it character, but others will wish for more isolation. Climate control. The straightforward controls include simple rocker switches for temperature adjustment. The entire bank of climate controls is angled up toward the front occupants, enhancing visibility and accessibility. Quiet fan and cold air conditioning in triply-digit heat. Interior. The Q70's cabin has very good ergonomics overall. The dashboard and console wrapped snugly around the driver. Even the standard wheelbase model has generous rear legroom. The outdated tech interface is the main drawback. Ease of use. The control layout is mostly user-friendly. But the touchscreen is too far from the driver, and the redundant control knob is less intuitive than those in rivals. Getting in, jetting out. The seats are high relative to the floor, so you conveniently slide onto them more than plop down into them. The roof inside is high enough to stay out of your way, even in back. The door openings are more than adequate. Driving position. The wraparound dashboard and elevated center console make the Q70 feel more like a sports car from the driver's seat, and that seat has plenty of adjustments for taller or shorter drivers. The power steering column has plenty of tilt and telescoping range. Roominess. The Q70's interior dimensions will likely feel just right for many purse. 4 6-footers can travel in comfort. Those in back will enjoy the elevated bottom cushion, which gives great thigh support. Space for the rear middle seat is very tight. Visibility. Front visibility is excellent, and it's framed entertainingly by the curvaceous front fenders, kind of like in a Corvette. The rising beltline and rakish rear roofline conspire to inhibit rear visibility a bit, but it's still manageable. Quality. The cabin is nicely trimmed with lots of leather and interesting industrial metal accents. Materials quality overall is high, and assembly tolerances seem tight. But the control knob and adjoining seat heater knobs feel down market. Utility. The Q70 generally underwhelms on the utility front, but good child safety seat features redeem it somewhat. If you don't care about child safety seats, the lack of small item storage and a power trunk lid might give you pause. Small item storage. Poor. Only 2 cup holders and an ashtray on the center console. Nothing in the way of thoughtful smartphone nooks or crannies. At least the center console storage box under the armrest is reasonably spacious and handy. Cargo space. The trunk capacity is about average. There's a wide opening, but it narrows at the wheel wells. No power closing, just power release, and the release takes an extra half second for some reason. The rear seat back is fixed, so you can't fold it down to gain extra cargo capacity. Child safety seat accommodation. 2 sets of latch anchors with 3 tethers on the rear shelf. Access is user-friendly. A rear-facing seat could be a squeeze behind a long-legged driver, but the Q70L should work just fine. Technology. If you're wondering why the Q70 rates relatively poorly overall, this section is the answer. Infiniti has largely left the Q70's touchscreen interface untouched during this decade, and its advanced age is readily apparent. The car's rivals, meanwhile, have decisively pulled ahead. Audio and navigation. The most dated infotainment interface you'll find in this class. The touchscreen is a throwback to a different era. The graphics are low resolution and lack flair. The Bose stereo sounds pretty good, but otherwise the Q70 system is a mess. Smartphone integration. The infotainment system debuted well before Bluetooth audio became ubiquitous, and that's painfully obvious. Our Q70 had a hard time remembering paired phones from drive to drive. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay simply aren't offered. Driver aids. Our test car lacked the technology package, which contains just about every high-tech safety feature the Q70 offers. It's almost unheard of in this class for items such as blind spot monitoring and forward collision warning to be optional. Voice control. Not surprisingly, the Q70's voice command system is also getting on in years. We couldn't figure out how to control Bluetooth audio without consulting the manual. Spoken commands must be perfectly precise. There's no intelligence that we could detect.